Hi there. I'm going to breakfast on some Wonka treats, the new Randoms offering. And this one caught my attention because it's old Crocodilio! Here he is once again. He's been crawling into my treat bags. I wonder if there's going to be anything left. Do you think so, Crocodilio? Well, as long as he leaves a couple of treats for me to review, that's okay. And how about today you rest here on my shoulder, since I don't have a pocket on this particular shirt. All right, well, that's not going to work, is it? Maybe one more attempt here. Okay, fine. Oh, Crocodilio. Well, he's going to stay here right off camera, but don't worry, everyone. He's still going to be here. He's going to provide a lot of support and a lot of interest in the review process. Maybe Crocodilio will have a little bit of a flavorsome nibble in a couple of minutes. All right. So Randoms, a new offering. I think I have a uniformly good opinion of Wonka treats, although I don't remember reviewing too many of them. I've been happy with them, and their packaging is always good, if not top-notch. So we have here this collection of gummy treats in an array of strange shapes, and I would assume an array of strange flavors. We have an alarm clock, a cassette tape. That's pretty cool. I never thought I would have a cassette tape gummy in my hands. Maybe I do, but maybe it's that random that this whole pouch could contain not even one cassette tape. And I would be sad. I would be just as sad as that cassette tape, which also looks very sad, if you can see that. A pig, and is that an acorn? And a roller skate, and a bell. So, very interesting. Millions of gummy combinations in a variety of flavors, textures, and shapes. Never get the same bag twice. We also on the back have a button, a cell phone, an old style cell phone, a cheap phone, and sunglasses and a seahorse. Well, absolutely random. And ingredients just deserves a quick note here that there are juice concentrates including apple, orange, lemon, mandarin, and carrot. So mandarin may be a new one to me, and purees of blueberry, strawberry, raspberry, and hibiscus. Always good to see hibiscus in these pouches. All right, so let's get our sniffer working. Crocodilio's nostrils are already flaring, I can see. He's ready to breakfast with me. Now the second whiff was a little more troubling, but that first whiff was kind of a uniform sweetness, kind of in the middle on this one. Crocodilio, what do you think? Yeah, it's not immediately soothing or stimulating to the nostril, but there's a fruitiness in there. It's just a little bit masked. There's something of a cloudy, something that's a bit cloudy. Now, I never would have thought that these white edgings would have equated to actual white marshmallowy bottoms, but they do. But only on about half of the treats in here. So you are getting a mixed bag. And I have often reviewed treats with these bottoms, not like sharks, not the cheap, sharks that have been on the market for decades, but the newer round, the more ambitious, modern gummy companies' offerings usually have some of these white bases, and I'm really a fan. I like the textural difference in the two confections mingling, and I also generally like the taste. So they're getting high marks already. And these gummies, they've got translucency, kind of easy to see through, except for this one maybe, which is also pretty translucent. But is that a dog and another dog? I've already spotted 2 dogs. And although it's a cute dog with a smiling face, it's troubling. Maybe it's going to be a bag full of dogs. Crocodilio, I think, would like that because their bones might be crunchy. They might have accumulated fluids or taste profile, depending on the breed that he's interested in. Let's see here. As opposed to like a cell phone, he probably wouldn't like eating sewing buttons or cell phones quite as much as puppy dogs. That's just a guess. All right, so there's really no other way to do this than to sort of dive in. I'm definitely not going to eat the whole bag, so I'm going to just try maybe like 5 or 6 of them. First of all, what's gotten my attention is these white-backed ones. So we've got a turtle here. The dice are good. So the dog was very clean looking, and I could make out all of the different parts of the dog that I was supposed to. And then this turtle also is pretty well done. You can see the patterning on his shell. And let's go. It does not seem, however, that this is stuffed or filled with like a juice or a filling. So they are all probably just sturdy, solid gummies. We'll see. So the turtle to begin. I mean, how else do we go about this? I can't pinpoint this, but I don't think I've ever tasted this flavor in a gummy candy before. Smoothing now into a there's a transition into some fruitiness that was a full 180 from that beginning taste. A pleasant, vegetal, kind of a fruity taste. Along the savory end of the spectrum, really pleasant. I think that would combine well with lots of other tastes. A yellow train. It's lemon. And a poorly done one, I must admit. It tastes like a floor cleaner. The worst of all possible tastes in your lemon treat. So not really good. I'm going to clear my palate. I do have my cup. Anticipating stuff like this happening. All right, let's go with a dog. A red dog. Crocodilio, you want a portion of this dog? That's what you get in a mixed bag. Okay, maybe it's the coating that they're using that gives this shocking, initial, strange flavor. And that, working in concert with this grapey taste, really led to kind of a bad combo. And it's finishing now on a cheap grape flavor. Although on the savory side, like a little bit like the flavor of some grape skins, also just kind of like a cheap grape flavor combined. Here we have a light bulb, and then someone's light bulb went off when they began marketing this new Wonka treat. So let's see how this one goes. It's a white back. That's promising. Yeah, it's that wax coating that got me off guard in the very beginning. And it's probably vegetable oil, palm kernel, or coconut. Because that's the only thing listed after the general carnauba wax. Alright, once again, this white back one's not disappointing me. It's got a subtle fruity flavor. Texturally good. Finishing on a strange note. It's not in a bad way. But these flavors, I can't pinpoint what they are. Alright, time for another palate cleanse and maybe a couple more treats. How was your dog gummy? Crunchy enough? Crunchy bones? Crocodilio? Here. Okay. Looks like lemon. Looks like another dog. Ah, an acorn. I think I already tasted that color. Okay, here's a pink pig. So, I kind of like what they've done here. This hibiscusy pig really isn't too bad. Once again, I think it would work better in concert with a handful of gummies, so that's what I'm going to finish the review with now. Alright, and I've arrived in my palm. Oh, I got some darker colored ones on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to have a rubber ducky, a candy, sort of like a rolled up piece of candy and paper, and a monkey face, and a bell. All together. And we're going to see how far this takes us. Oh. Unfolding its charm slowly. Getting a lot of carrier in there, and just hints of flavors swimming up to the top. Flashes of these tastes. So the journey, although rocky, is overall moderately pleasant. You get the stimulation of the range of colors and designs, the stimulation of a range of overall okay flavors swimming up to the fore, and and a bag half filled with pretty good quality white backed modern style gummies. So I'm lukewarm on this one. What about you, Crocodilio? So we're gonna sign off and just continue to be puzzled by this. It could have been out of the park, I think, but maybe endless gummy variety in one bag isn't really the key to success, or the key to unlocking exquisite gummy flavors. So give them a try if you like. Although there may be things on the market that are a little bit better. But if you find these and you don't have access to modern whiteback style gummies, it might be worth a go. And if you come across one of those cassette tapes, count yourself lucky.